last week, so many games in the NFL come down to one score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the fourth quarter, this thing's within one score. They're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
They'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it.
Holding offense.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning. Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But, man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
He'll find his man, Mecole Hardman. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
First down, San Francisco.
Back to throw. And he gets that to Hardman.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo.
Holding offense.
Short one there, caught by Kittle. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Gray brought in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end, Kittle. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
In motion is Hill. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Here's a shot toward the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. In motion is Myers. Trying to pick this one up on the ground.
Number 38, the ball carrier. Charvarius Ward on the tackle. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was brought down by Malcolm Brown. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
They'll give it to Guerrero. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that 1st down. 3rd and a yard. So Kittle comes in motion. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. In motion is Myers. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. Talanoa Hufanga had the coverage from the safety position and comes away with the breakup. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
A loss of a yard. It's fourth down. A.J. Cole.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in Vegas after this. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the Raiders. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll start out, first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. In motion is Hill. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it's going to lead to fourth down. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Raiders offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now, faking the give. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Third and long. He'll drop to throw. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Quarterback just has to get this ball out of his hands. I understand giving your guy a chance to pick up the first down. Let's see if he can get some space downfield past the sticks and put one on him. But once it's clear that's not going to work, this ball either needs to be thrown away, checked down, but you certainly don't want to continue to go backwards.
The Niners offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. That's going to be caught by Gray. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Here's Mitch Wisnowski now, as he is on to punt it away for San Francisco. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They send the tight end in motion. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket. When the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
The Niners offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
He connects with Gray on that one. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Here's 1st and 10. On the zone read, a give to Garendo. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one is complete to Hardman. And he's in. Mecole Hardman. Touchdown, 49ers. It's his third touchdown on the year. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Seibert's extra point is true. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Throwing now from the gun. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw yet again. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. That one caught by Tucker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 49ers 16-yard line.
He'll look to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. That one taken in. Christian Kirk, touchdown Las Vegas. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Niners offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. first and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
It is 3rd and 10. Down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts, strong in the victory as his guys run their record to 6-1 on the campaign. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Brown now to return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Second down and 3. So Kittle comes in motion. They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Here now, 3rd and 5. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
The 49ers down to punt this one, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. Tight end going in motion here. His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
7-yard line.
That's quickly out wide for Kirk. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
45-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end.
3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but there is a penalty flag on the play.
Holding. Offense.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And now it's 4th down. The Raiders have their punt team out there as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately, he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
The 49ers out for the punt. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7.
At the 45-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let one go deep for Kirk.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The 49ers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught by McCaffrey. Oh, boy, they got to be careful there. That was dangerously close to a safety and 2 points for the defense. They do get it at the 1. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. So Kittle comes in motion. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again. On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. Accelerating toward midfield. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Raiders offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
On fourth down, out comes the punter. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Niners offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. So Kittle comes in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good job rallying to the football. Hold him just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
We're about ready now for the punt. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. In motion is Myers. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much materializes there. He'll get this to the 35. 2nd down and 8.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's a run going left. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback, and he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late. Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Here comes the blitz and they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The Raiders send their punt team out. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. 49ers offense ready to get back at it. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let one go down the middle. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Seibert out now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense back onto the field for their next possession. And time again, Greg, the yards on the ground have been very difficult to come by.
Yeah, and it really goes against conventional wisdom, Mike. You hear so often everyone talk about you run the ball to open up the pass, and really that's not necessarily true. Oftentimes when you're having trouble on the ground, the best way to open things up underneath is by passing the ball, and that could be a variety of ways. Throwing it downfield, screen passes, swing passes. Just get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and open things up.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
Now give on the ground, and he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
His throw left side, taken in by Kirk. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. It is 2nd and a yard. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Now he'll run.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. They'll stick to the ground. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now, 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards, He has been excellent all game long. Here's first down. They'll run here. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. To the air now on 1st and 10. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And they'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
That's a tough incompletion right there. Feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a 4th down failure and give your opponent a short field to get a chance to win it themselves.
The Raiders offense make their way out to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20-yard line.
So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now a first throw here in overtime. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains 1 step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. This one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
So as this game's gone on, Mike, this secondary is just continuing to learn, continuing to remember all the different looks this offense has thrown at them. And now it all pays off. Start of overtime, they see one that they recognize, and they jump it, and now they set up their team with a chance to win it here in overtime.
Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. And what a turn of events here in overtime. We'll see how they play out. 1st and goal with a chance to win this game. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's second and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
So while everybody in the stadium's dogging the coordinator, let me just take you into his mindset for a quick second here, Mike. The idea is you don't want to wait till third down in a goal-to-go situation to attempt to pass. So if you're going to do it, it's got to come on either first or second. They decide to go for a pass on second, and this time.
And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.